Don't you swear at me, you little cunt!
Boyfriend, I'm nervous.
Miscy.
What is that?
Business. Business. Business.
Boyfriend, I'm nervous.
I would kill my children.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
It's time to start the show. Boyfriend, I'm nervous.
What up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Miscy Business. The boys are here. G looks a little different, but he's here. We swear. It's not someone else. Just kidding. It's Kerm. There he is.
Wish.com, G.
Hey, like my intro, boys.
Oh, shit.
The brick wall's gone, yeah. So we have access to the brick wall when Giuseppe is at work. And he's off work at the moment because he has had a child. So not him personally. Obviously, his partner passed the child through her vagina into the world. He did not do that. But he had a kid, which is fucking rad. We're super proud of him. We're super proud for Laura.
Yeah, fuck
and we're all the best to them. We do have, as you guys know, Jamie. We've got Andrew for all our gaming and anime prowess and knowledge. And today we have Kermit filling in for Giuseppe.
Who is in the chat? G. Well done, man. Congrats.
Oh, jeez there.
Gee!
It would hurt way more. Yeah, you could pass it at your penile exit.
The One Piece is real!
One Piece is real! One Piece!
Shit.
Yeah, so look, before we get started, a couple of housekeeping items. One is you can find us on Instagram, on Twitch, and obviously on Spotify and iTunes. So I don't know what they call it on Apple.
YouTube as well. YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube.
We're
What do they call it on iTunes?
Apple Pods. or
Apple Podcast.
something.
There we go. Yep. I'm not an Apple guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not like one of those guys that's like, ooh, I don't like Apple products. It's just that I don't personally use them.
Although he
That's
did say he was going to smash my MacBook
It's 'cause
if
he
he had to try and
deserves
set
it.
up this podcast on there again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. It's actively unhelpful.
Yeah, it is.
I got to set the podcast up on a PC today. Oh, my God.
It's so much better.
5 minutes.
Yeah, this was immediately easier. I have to say, admit. Yep, I can't deny.
Yeah. It's very nice.
And big shout out to G. He is organizing and has organized a merch store for us. So we will show you guys what that stuff is going to be very soon. Stuff we got on the back burner for ages, but now we're back in the fucking swing of things. We'll get the merch store up and running.
Yeah.
Now, let's move on to our first point of order because we have a run sheet now. Thanks.
I'm going
We're leveling up.
going in raw. I don't want to know what's
dude.
coming up.
So first of all, like a lot of people don't know much about Kermit through our channel. Some people might. So we just want to talk to Kermit a bit more about his stuff. And something that has happened recently is Kermit keeps inviting me to things, and I keep not being available for them. And right down to the point where you invited me to something this weekend, and it's my son's birthday party.
Oh, no. Totally fine.
Every single time. Now, would it be correct to say that you are an aficionado of the mechanical arts, i.e., like cars, motorbikes, and the like?
Gifted amateur.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though.
Probably
Yeah,
a better way of putting it.
yeah, I like that. So, talk to us a little bit more about that because you've been inviting me to a lot of drift things. Are you specifically into drift, or are you like into like drag or stuff like that?
Motorsport in general. I started racing cars. When I got my license, I started racing on a track when I was about 21.
Whereabouts?
So I actually got my intro to motorsport through scouting.
Oh,
Okay.
like scouts.
Like
Please
scouts.
explain.
Scouts on a scouts.
Yeah, like
okay.
scouts on the
Yeah.
scouts.
Okay.
So there's
Go further back now.
Yeah.
To get into scouts.
Yeah.
Oh god. So growing up, I grew up next to a park. On the other side of that park was a scout hall.
Okay, all right, yeah.
And it was like,
Proximity.
I have ADHD.
Yeah.
Like, the fun mental illness.
Yeah. Not the genius one. That's autism.
Yeah. I'm the one who's got no short-term memory or
Yep.
marketable skills.
Yeah. Well, what makes you fit in so well with us, I might say, is that you have a broad range of knowledge sets and interests.
Yeah.
And
Because
that
I have an internet connection and zero self-regulation.
yeah,
It's pretty much all of us.
that locks you in pretty well with us. Pretty similar
Nice.
to what we do. Yeah.
So,
Back to the car. So you started racing at 21 on track.
yes.
Yep.
So, in a discipline called autocross or carnicross, which is essentially short course rally.
Right.
So
Fucking rad. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
sick.
the cars needed to have a roll cage. It was a max speed of about 100k an hour, and there were certain other track design elements that had to be adhered to. You need a motorsport license, which is you go on a website and you pay money and they give you a license.
Nice. Yep.
So there's no
That's normally what they are. Cash grabs. Yeah.
Yeah. But it is an official FIA affiliate.
Yeah.
So it's the same body, governing body that V8 supercars are under.
Yep.
and Any motorsport in Australia goes through what was CAMS, which was the Confederation of Australian Motorsport, is now Motorsport Australia.
The Confederacy. Yes.
That was just down the,
yes.
that was just down the road from Scooter Hut.
Always,
There for you.
also known as the Confederates.
Yeah, it was down in Oakley there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right near the bridge.
Yeah.
Don't know why I knew that, but I did.
Why, dude? Yeah, no, that's fine.
You drive past something enough, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I know that. Like the corner of
Good branding. Logo was really stand
yeah.
out.
Yeah, 100%. You could always, you're driving past, it's like, yep, it's a big race car with CAMS written on it.
So you start racing young. Like, what are your What are your highlights? What are the things that you remember the most from racing? Good versus bad.
There wasn't much bad, to be honest.
Yeah, no shit.
We weren't racing for money. We weren't
Yep.
racing. It was for a bit of fun.
Yeah.
So
Hobbyists. Yeah.
hobbyists.
Yeah.
So we built a car for less than $2,000.
Yep.
We just picked up an old laser, threw a roll cage in it. That was practically it where we started.
Yeah.
And the people that we were racing against, everyone was there to have fun.
Yep.
So if your car broke, you had half of the guys in the pits jumping in to swing a spanner, to donate parts.
Yeah.
It
That's
was
sick.
all there.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, just for the
Some
fun
mad
of it.
camaraderie.
Yeah. I have an uncle who recently got out of it because he's traveling around Australia, but he was in an XL racing league, like the Hyundai XL.
Have you watched that?
And yeah, because he was in it. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, he told me the same thing,
Fucking
and he was a mechanic by trade for his whole life until he retired.
Yeah.
So and you just have pits full of dudes like that.
Yeah, that's
though.
it.
Yeah,
and it's the same in the drift community that I'm finding now. So I didn't have a large interest in drift
Yep.
until an old mate of mine who I raced with. We did scouts together.
sorry, until Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. No,
Tokyo Drift is one of my favorite movies of the series.
yeah.
Like it's fun. The
It's-
soundtrack is dope.
Rad cars, like rad JDM, like
Yep.
awesome fucking sick cars. Yeah.
They could do more drifting.
Yeah. They didn't do a whole lot of drifting in it. They did some, but the
No,
cars
they
were
did
very
some.
good.
There are a couple of really cool cameos in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the two guys that are fishing on the docks. One of them is the guy who invented drift.
Oh, I didn't realize that was him.
Yeah, that's
I've
mad.
seen a video on that dude. Yeah.
Krejci-
Same. I can't remember the
butchering
name,
the
but-
pronunciation.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah,
But
he's sick.
Because sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I watched maybe that same video, just YouTube spiral, and I was like, that dude is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was like a, I might be wrong and you guys might be able to correct me, but was there not it was like a unmediated strip where there was like no regulation law and it was like a curved kind of like S-bend road and drifters would go through there.
Tug? It's spelt Tug.
Yep.
But it's a mountain pass, essentially.
Yeah.
Like from the top of Mount Dandenong to the bottom, similar sort of road.
Yeah.
And it wasn't closed. It was just, they'd stick people along it with a radio.
Yes.
And they'd
Yeah.
go, hey, there's a fucking car coming.
Yeah. And then they would stop. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
man.
it was completely illegal. And
Yep.
Like, yeah, but
Yeah, there was like some sort of weird law thing where they weren't getting like actually charged. So like police would come and they would tell them to leave, but they couldn't like charge them. And it wasn't until years later that they were able to actually put like a road law in because it was like a privately owned
it could be
area. I don't know.
I don't know. No, I don't know about that one. But you're probably right. Like either that or it was an actual strip that everyone just raced anyway.
All right, yeah. Sorry, continue. The drag community, yep.
Is the same. Like I was there. So the reason that I'm now getting involved in that is because, a mate that I did Rovers with, which is the
Go a little
18
closer
to
to the mic for
26.
me.
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
which
there we
is
go.
the 18 to 26-year-old
Yeah.
section of scouting.
Yep.
So I did Rovers with this guy. Then we lived together. Then we worked and lived together. So
Yeah.
we've been close friends for a number of years, and he had an old Skyline that he decided, you know what?
Yep.
I'm gonna start throwing this into corners and just.
Someone told me they wanted an old Skyline recently. It might have been G actually.
There are
doesn't?
a few on marketplace
Yeah.
in varying states of unbuild. But so I started going along just to support him.
Yeah.
He's ADHD as shit as well.
Yeah.
So we get along really well.
Yeah. You guys can hyper focus together.
Yeah. And like some of the builds he's done, I think I've sent you and probably Andrew as well.
Yeah.
I've sent some photos of his build.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Like the airbrushed rust on the motorbike tank.
Yep.
That's cool.
Like just
Was he the guy that had that Mighty Boy, or was that a different person?
Nah, that was that was just at the show and shine.
Anyone who doesn't know what a Mighty Boy is, it's like a really scaled down ute, and the back carriage section could maybe house like
A slab.
yeah,
It is not big.
but they're like hilarious and they look awesome anyway.
Yeah, they're very cool. So, but yeah, so I started going along there, and it's the same.
Foxy.
I just saw Foxy.
I don't know any of those words.
Don't worry, Foxy. But it's the same community. Like there was a guy driving a BMW who just punted it into a wall.
Ooh, yeah.
Like completely destroyed the front end, and he pulled it into the pits. People he'd never met before.
Yeah.
Were just like, cool. Tell me what you need removed.
Yeah.
Let's get this apart. Fix
Fix
what
it
we
up,
can
yeah.
and get it back out on track.
That's sick. Yeah.
Fun.
Yep.
So,
You know, Liam went drift go-karting once, and that ended up well.
Oh yeah. So Jamie graciously brought me along for one of the events he was organizing, and one of the so he was basically hosting like an extreme sports thing, and one of the like things that they did in the downtime was to go go-karting. And I went right up the fucking rear end of this dude so hard that it popped up the car in front of him, and the cart landed between him holding the steering wheel and his hand, and it was jammed. Yeah, dude.
Oh,
So this guy was meant to be competing for 25 grand the next day,
Yep.
and ended up having to just roll around for his runs.
Just had to
just because you wanted to have some
there.
fun.
Yeah, and like
Ruin his weekend.
to his credit, he never really held it against me or anything like
Yeah, he
that.
didn't, hey.
He was
He
he was
actually
a
did
real
really
nice
well.
guy, real good dude.
Yeah, you didn't have any turtle shells.
No. Dude, the other thing was when that happened, I witnessed a form of... You know when people are in like those scenarios where it's like a life-threatening scenario and you see someone perform an extreme feat of strength?
Like the mother lifting the car off the
Yeah,
baby.
that happened. So I saw this man who was both smaller in frame and thinner than me.
Yep.
One arm, a full go-kart with a human being in it, straight up. He just pivoted it straight up. And
yeah.
they're heavy, man. They
yeah,
have engines in them.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, for the size of the guy, I was like, whoa. Like I walked away from that remembering this one moment where he was just like, bang, straight off his fingers. Because it was obviously like he crushed his fingers. So he was just like,
Yeah.
bang, straight off.
Ouch.
But he wouldn't have thought that at the time. He wouldn't have thought, ooh, I can't lift this weight. He just went bang, straight
Yeah,
up.
it's like there's somebody who's in dire need of help right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just want to say a quick thanks to VK in the chat because Foxy's just like, I have no idea what these words are, including slab, which is just common common slang
yeah.
for just a case of beer. I
Yeah,
guess.
sorry, I went full
Thank you.
Australian.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I was like, what words doesn't he? Oh, all of them.
That's right. Yes.
Yes.
All our things. Mean
Yes.
different
I'll
things.
bet.
Yeah, so ute, tiny pickup truck,
Yep.
slab, case of beer. I don't know what else.
We'll think about the thing.
Yeah, well,
We're good.
If
We're
they
good.
come
Fun
up.
times.
Now I've started garnering a lot of interest in the JDM community and the drift community just because like I'm super interested in it and I think it's really cool. I'm in zero danger of becoming a driver in this, what I now recognize as an art form.
Yet.
Because I'm quite bad at driving. Now, not in the way that like, you know, I'm a danger on the road, just that I know that I'm not a good, like, I know I wouldn't be a good, like, racer, and I'm not really good at, like, I'm not good at, like, you know, swinging the back end around. Like, it's nothing I've ever done.
Yeah,
So
we've seen you take out multiple horses.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what is funny is what really got me interested in this is Andrew introducing me to GTA Online and me getting into like tuners, and then obviously there's like, you know, like movies and stuff like that. And it's really hard. Like I don't consider myself to be like really like masculine or anything like that, but there are like really typical boy things that I'm into, and one of them is cars. I can't help it.
That's fair.
Yeah, I just have like a general interest in cars because I don't know why. I just do. Yeah.
So you say it's a typically masculine thing.
Yeah.
One of the best drivers I have ever seen. She's got a classic Skyline,
Yep.
like one of the rare ones, or harder to get.
Are we talking
And-
old, like the ones with like the square tail lights?
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep,
So she drives one of them, and she is nails done, calisthenics and pole when she's not driving a drift car. The girliest of girls.
Yeah.
And just it's really cool seeing that it isn't so male dominated as you might think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It's dope.
It's open to being.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't
There's
matter
no-
who
yeah,
you
yeah.
are, like, and there's no advantage to being male or female. Like the physicality doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm and like I do want to be like sort of like semi-involved in the JDM scene, and
I will take you to as many events as you like.
My way to do that though
Wait
is
for
Kermit knows because I messaged Kermit because I had a question for him. So I'm buying what is called a K truck. You guys anyone at home might need to. I'll get back to that, Nooper. It's called a K truck, and you know, you guys might not know what that is, and I wouldn't blame you if you didn't because they are imports. But effectively, it's spelled KEI truck, and it's just a really scaled down worker truck, and they are so, in my eyes, cool. And
It's a high ace van with the back cut off.
yeah, and miniature. So like it's the size of a regular car, but it's a truck. And I don't know, I've fallen in love with them, and I am getting one. And I messaged Kermit to ask him about insurance or if any of his friends have dealt with it before, because the regular conventional ways that you would get insurance for them, there's no template for it. So so now I'm
Can't
in
just put it into a
talks.
quote.
Yeah.
There's no drop down tab for that brand. Yeah.
So, and I want to have that shit like locked down before I go ahead and buy it. So, yeah, I'm currently in talks with someone to figure that out. Yeah, but when I do get my K truck, oh baby, like I'll be down there, and I know that like I'm not going to do any of the driving or anything, but I'll be there. People get around it.
There
man.
are like the Mighty Boy that I sent you the photo.
Yeah.
of was part of a show and shine, and a lot of these events you'll just be able to like enter your car in a show and shine, and people go to see the weird cars, the unusual ones.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
there's a guy in the country music scene that has a 1984 or 85 Magna wagon.
Yeah.
And he just won hottest wagon at a show and shine, and it's not had anything done. It's just immaculate.
It's just clean.
And and he it was hilarious. Like he had a picture of the lineup of cars, and they're like hotted up wagons, like off their absolute heads, and you just see his Magna just glistening in the sun, and
like
it's just
concourse condition.
winner,
Yeah.
like
Troll pick.
full immaculate. Like it wasn't even driven before.
Yeah.
And he won.
Dude,
So that could be you, Liam.
Dude, driving around now, I literally look at older cars and I'm like, ooh, that's got potential. Like, and it's just a piece of shit. And I look at them and I'm just like, ooh, that could look quite good, you know?
Nah, I've always liked that kind of car.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I love this piece of crap.
Yeah.
I wish it ran better, but I still love it.
I think you have a soft spot for muscle cars, though, Andrew.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you got a soft spot for a muscle car.
So do I.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't not though.
You do get swept up in it, though. There is a dealership, or there was a dealership in Moorabbin, and
that's right.
They had a replica General Lee there, and but they had like a bunch of muscle cars there, and you look at them and you're like, these are kind of affordable.
They were.
Yeah.
They definitely used to be. I sold multiple cars for a case of beer at different times in my life that I look back on and go, well, fuck, there's 25 grand now.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, because once they hit a certain mark, they just go boom. Like, they're just through the roof.
Yeah, absolutely.
This should be a relatively easy question for the group of us, but pretty hard for Kermit. But what is the favorite car you've owned?
I already know. Kermit.
I already know.
I already know Kermit.
Oh, okay, all right.
He still has it.
I still have it. It is
me.
my first car, my green Tirana. First car I ever bought it when I was 16. Yo, Corvus, what's up, dude?
Corvus, how you doing, man?
Yeah, like it was. I mean, I did catch a glimpse. So two birds with one stone. It was my dream car.
Yep.
It is my dream car. Like,
do you still have it?
I've still got it.
Oh, that's the
green one.
Kermit.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, so good.
So
What year is it?
it's a 1977.
Are you getting that fuzz?
Yeah, getting some fuzzy feedback.
Yeah, a little bit.
Chat.
Getting a bit of fuzz.
Am I sitting too close?
Oh, it might be one of our things.
I don't know. Something's come loose by the sounds of it.
I haven't
Just check the back. Just fiddle them around a bit. Hit one of the music buttons while we're trying to figure it out. Yeah,
No fuzz. You guys are fine.
yeah, we'll take
All
that.
right, cool.
No
Fuck
fuzz.
it.
Oh, okay, cool.
got no fuzz.
Sweet. Thanks, Matt, and hi, by the way. How you doing, man?
We can deal with fuzz.
Yeah.
Well,
you
let's
guys
roll.
aren't getting
Yeah,
it.
if you
No
guys
fuzz
aren't
live.
getting it, that's all I
Yeah,
care
G,
about. Yeah.
we get it. We get it, G.
Yep.
Matt already told us.
But yeah, like millionaire, like lotto winner money,
Yep.
still my dream car.
Oh, there goes my second question.
Yep.
Well, let's just do them both at the same time. Andrew.
Can you pass us that and not look? Don't
Andrew,
read ahead.
your favorite. He's still on the first page, man. He hasn't looked.
That's why I was like, no, I'm going to close it because I caught a glimpse.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah,
start
yeah.
thinking about this shit.
Andrew.
sorry, yep.
I want to know your
Deep throat the mic.
favorite car you've ever owned, and then your dream car, no budgetary issues.
Interesting. I absolutely loved my first car, 85 Honda Prelude.
Seeing a trend here. Yep.
So good. I wish I still had that.
I looked at imports for buying secondhand from Japan and getting it imported, and they're pretty affordable.
Yeah.
But I don't know the
Sounds
dicking around.
good.
Yeah.
No, I mean worth it. Like,
I don't know the dicking around to like get it roadworthy for Australia and stuff because Japan has different road laws and we have like really strict ones.
fuck, it's so good
It's not difficult.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You can also get people to curate it for you. So you can hire someone to like go to auction, you give them a budget, and then the budget needs to include like them to get it in and roadworthy it for Australia.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're like,
There's a
this is
place
what
in
I will
Bayswater
pay.
that specializes in
Yep. Yeah, no shit.
importing
Fuck
JDM cars.
Yeah, because
Called Import Monster.
I might go.
Free plug, Spono.
I might hit you up for them if my other one gets sold before I figure out my other stuff. But yeah, I'll put that on the back burner.
No, first car, 85 Honda Prelude. Absolutely fucking loved it, man. Sunroof, electric windows, pop-up fucking headlights, man.
Electric callboy.
The Japanese and Europeans were so far advanced compared to the American and Australian markets.
So fucking far.
And I saw something recently where, you know, Germany make fantastic cars. Your Mercs, your BMWs, all of that
Volkswagens,
stuff. Volkswagen. But
They'll turn off when you stop.
Known for their reliability.
Yeah.
And that's because of the German versus Japanese way of thinking. Germany, this is how we've designed the car to be used.
Yeah.
If it's used this way, it will last forever.
Yep.
Japanese go, we're going to make the strongest car we can, and then we're going to abuse the fuck out of it and fix what breaks. Which is why they're known for their longevity.
Love
So
that,
good.
yeah. So the car that I'm looking at is a Daihatsu, and they're a subsidiary of Toyota. So the engines that are in the Daihatsu that I'm looking at is effectively it's a Toyota engine. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it's great. There are so many different manufacturers that use
Each other's.
Yeah.
Like
the Ford Ranger and Mazda.
Yeah.
Like they were
Same.
the same.
Yeah.
Like my Mazda's fantastic. Like it's full of Ford parts. But
Be forward, Spotto. Actually, Corvus put me onto that website, man. Yeah, he was the one who told me about it, and I was like, dude, I spent many nights on that website,
Yeah.
just
I had
dreaming.
a quick peek.
Just
good old
dreaming.
Camry.
Took me a long time to decide.
But yeah. Okay, dream cars.
So my favorite car of all time was also. Well, actually, no, it wasn't my first car. Actually, my favorite car of all time was a 1995 Jeep Cherokee Sport.
Yeah.
It looked like an FBI four wheel drive from fucking. I'm blanking on the name now. It's so obvious. The alien one.
Men in Black.
No.
The other
Day?
alien
Older
one.
than that. Sorry.
Independence Day.
No. I'm talking TV show. Gillian Anderson.
Oh, Stargate.
X-Files.
X-Files.
Oh.
Yeah. It looked like
I was
a.
thinking, MacGyver.
Yeah. It looked like one of those like black boxed out FBI cars. I loved it. It was a hunk of shit. It broke down many times. I learned a lot about cars from owning that Jeep. As you're now going through.
Yeah, 100%. It's very interesting.
Yeah, there's something about Jeeps that's so alluring, and the fact that they are hunks of shit doesn't deter you from buying them.
Nah, not in the slightest.
I don't know what it is,
Yeah,
man.
mine's
but
practically falling apart, and I'm still just like, off to work.
I loved it.
They take a beating.
Yeah. And I think like my dream car and what I say is like going to be my retirement car. I would love a 90 to 94-ish 911 Turbo, a Porsche.
Yep.
And I would
Fantastic
just
car.
polish it every day.
Yeah.
The fluffy steering wheel cover, yeah, absolutely.
You'd be like that. With that Porsche, you'd be like the Italian bloke watering his drive.
Yes, yeah.
Just every day out there.
Yep, yeah. And just pull it out, polish it, put it back in.
Yep.
I probably won't be able to get into it. It'll be too low. What about you? What was your favorite car?
My
And
favorite
your-
car was my first car, and
Yep.
it was a 1987 Toyota Celica. In Burgundy.
Love that.
Love
The
it.
pop-up lights.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I used to get air in it going down Burwood Highway.
The 87, was that the 184?
It was a little, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. It was a little boxier still. It was before they went
Yeah.
to the,
Yeah.
just
Rounded.
before the last model before they went to the rounder.
The rounded
Yeah.
fronts.
yeah.
Gotcha.
And I fucking love that car, man. It was the fucking best.
Yep.
Mrs.
Cram all
Kermit's
my
first
mates in
car
there.
was a Celica.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
fuck, I had fun in that
Yeah.
thing. When
Like,
we started dating, I'm like, I'm just going to take your car.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It was
Mind if I take your car? I'll drive.
It used to steer like butter. Like there was no weight to the car. So you just fucking, yeah, it was good.
Nah,
Oh, they
same.
could talk steer like a bitch. You take off hard enough from the lights, it's just,
Yeah.
skating.
But man, yeah, I fucking love that car. So there was that. And then dream car. I don't know. I don't know if I have a dream car. I don't know. I'm not that into cars.
Yeah, but like
as much
is
as
it-
G has pointed out, I don't have my dream car. I have a family car. Thank you, G.
Yeah, but like but you like you win the lottery, or one of your family members.
If I could buy like a car tomorrow that I really want,
Yeah.
like a car I would want, I don't know if it's a dream car per se. I actually
Yeah.
like the Jag SUVs.
Oh, okay,
Man,
sure.
Jags
Why
are-
don't you just get one of them then? You just bought a car.
The Jag SUV is about 3 times the price, Andrew.
I see.
Not the Ferrari?
No. I'll leave that for Giuseppe. He's more token walk than I am. That would have been his answer. Although he's doing more talking in the chat than he does on the podcast.
We can get a word in the chat.
Yeah, he doesn't have to
Yeah,
wait for us
true.
to stop talking.
Oh man, I'm right there with you though, Jamie. My my little sister's first car was like a 91 Celica, but yeah, same thing. My car, your car, so much fun.
Oh, dude,
so much fun.
What was
All-
your dream car again?
you just kind of moved away from me.
Oh,
Sorry, I think that was me.
No, I'm just fucking with you. I
I did do that though.
You did do that. You did move on.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Also, what's Jamie's? I'm like, fine. I guess it's fine. I hadn't even finished talking about my favorite car.
Yeah.
You spent too long on it. It was a prelude. We get it.
Fuck you guys. It was awesome. Man, that thing got all four wheels airborne off a fucking speed bump once. It was mint.
Yeah.
70 kilometers an hour in reverse. Ooh.
Full Ferris Bueller.
It was the best. Anyway, there's been a couple of cars over the years that I was infatuated with. I guess the Dodge Venom Hennessy 1000 TT.
Oh my God.
Whatever they did.
Dude, when I was in high school, every guy wanted that car.
Staring at that video like so long. It was just cool as shit, man. But
they were cool.
I went through so many. Like I was like, yeah, I'd probably still want that.
Yeah. Dude, I told G that if I won the lottery, people would know because we would all have matching cars.
You said that.
Yeah.
I was down. There was a discussion. It was, do we get the same cars or do we get all of our dream cars in the same color scheme?
Same, yeah. Or like the same category.
Yes.
I like that.
It was so good.
I just thought my close second. I'm just going to go a little off script, which is just normal for
How
us.
dare you?
A close second to my favorite car that I've owned, because I forgot that I had it for a second there. Another Japanese car was a Magna VRX, circling back on the Magnas.
Yeah.
I had a 2002 VRX, and that thing was fucking fun.
Yeah.
Do you want another one? I'm trying to get rid of one at the moment.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah.
I fucking love that car. It was good. 'Cause it was like a sleeper at the time. Because
Kermit,
it was
I
like,
can tell you what, from what I know about Jamie, is all you got to do is wait 6 to 9 months and he'll be sick of his current car. And then he'll sell that and he'll buy your one.
It's Series 3 VRX.
Yeah.
Just
really?
sitting there like that slate grey leather interior.
Don't you have a grey leather interior Mercedes sitting around somewhere?
possibly.
You do have a Mercedes somewhere. Yeah.
I was like, it just occurred to me. I'm like, why'd you buy another
It's not
car?
that great though. Okay, you're talking it up, making it sound like I just have Mercedes cars lying around.
Yeah.
It's like a $4,000 Mercedes.
Yeah, I forget because it's stored in your other warehouse.
Yeah,
Like,
my other warehouse. This isn't GTA in real life, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. He like GTA left it behind somewhere to go elsewhere.
Yeah.
oh, shit. Good times.
Yeah, don't fight the Fiat 500, Jamie.
Oh man, I want one so bad. Dude, Dax that used to work at Scooter Hut has the Arbath, so the sports like tuned one. Holy shit. It's amazing.
Okay.
So little bit of car history here.
Yep.
But Mrs. Kermit's granddad was involved in motorsport. My granddad was involved in motorsport.
Yep.
That's kind of where we got our love from.
Yep.
But the first Australian Touring Car Championship,
Yeah.
which was one race event around Bathurst,
Yep.
her grandfather competed in a Fiat.
Oh, no shit.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
So
like
he came 6th overall in a Fiat 1500 against Bob Jane of Bob Jane Team.
Yeah, Bob Jane
Jane
T-Marts.
T-Marts.
Awesome.
One of my friends dated Bob Jane T-Mart's daughter for a while. Just FYI.
Yeah, right.
I don't have any further to add to that story.
Small world.
I was like, can you please
What's next
go
on
into
the
more
run sheet?
detail?
Yeah. Back to the run sheet.
I don't actually know anything else. I just know that happened.
Just gone completely
Sorry,
off
his
the rails.
granddaughter. His granddaughter, to be clear.
Where's the Maserati?
Oh, dude.
Shit.
All right, so I last night went and saw Joji. A very cool show. If anyone doesn't know Joji, where have you been? Where have you been?
Never heard of him.
The hipster's coming out.
He's got that.
kidding.
If you were chronically on the internet from a younger age, you would know him as Filthy Frank.
Oh, yep, okay.
Yep. But he's pivoted completely, and now he's a singer, and he's very, very good. Has real good sad boy vibe music, and it was a rad show. I really enjoyed it, and I went with my wife Christy, and she was saying that he didn't play two of the songs that she really wanted. Like they were like a 1 and 2. And they're just like, I guess, little, like, not his popular songs. They're not the ones that got, like, TikTok
They're the B-sides.
notoriety. Yeah. Okay. And, but very good songs, but just didn't play them. And the week previous to this week, I saw Block Party and Interpol at Sydney Myer Music Bowl. And Block Party played two of their most popular songs, which is, like, Banquet and Helicopter. And they played them, like 30, 40 BPM faster than the actual song is. So it felt like they were rushing through it because
Rushing
they were
through
just
it?
like just trying to get it out of the way. And I was a little bit disappointed in
Yeah.
that. You know, I was like, oh, I kind of want to. That's the only time I've ever seen them. Probably the only time I will ever see them. You know.
Yeah.
And
It's like they set the record play at a 45 instead of 33.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they just played it sped up.
It sounds kind of right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did that to a Linkin Park album last week. I knocked the 45. I'm like,
Well, you just didn't have enough time?
Why is
or?
his voice so high pitched? I don't get it.
no, it was just it's not that significant of a shift. It's like
I feel so numb.
it's like playing at 1.25 speed. So
Yeah.
it's just
Okay.
enough that it's like, am I on crack? Is
Yeah,
like my
yeah,
meds
yeah.
wearing off? What's
Yeah.
going on at the moment?
Big up, top, numb.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about it and I was like, I wanted to ask you guys, what is the band or artist that you want to see that you haven't seen before?
Rammstein.
Oh, you know, I had another person say Rammstein the other day. Oh, that's crazy. Rammstein's a lot more popular than I anticipated.
I'm
A decent sized fan of Rammstein. It's just interesting that other people hold them in like that era of regard. Yeah.
I was a 2000s goth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rammstein's just been at the top of the list.
What was that tour that
forever.
Rammstein did with Korn and Limp Bizkit? Fuck.
What's it called?
I can't remember what it was called. I remember it happened at the same time as the Up in Smoke tour, but Up in Smoke tour was obviously the rap one. Anyway, continue. Yeah.
Family Values tour.
Yes. Oh
Yep.
my God, it was. Yeah, my sister had the DVD of it. Fuck
Yep.
yes. Yeah, that was sick.
Oh, I see. I had the Up and Smoke to a
Good call.
DVD.
Yeah.
It was an easy way to see boobies.
Yeah.
Jamie over here.
Ooh, John Lennon's a good one from chat. That's good.
Fuck, that's funny.
What about you, Andrew?
Me? I, as you know, don't really go to much live music, but probably Blink-182 because I've never seen them.
Yeah.
And I've always been a pretty massive fan.
Yep.
Pretty sure there are
Yeah.
still tickets available for
Yeah,
next summer.
I also don't like paying a lot of money for things.
Yeah.
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 Leave it with
That's the
me.
one.
No, it's fine. Someone from Liam's crew will pull out.
It's
so true.
That's how Andrew gets tickets.
Yeah, I've been to like 3 different music shows
Yeah.
with Liam with like an hour's notice. Like,
Yeah.
hey, get in the car, we're going. I'm like, sick.
Yep, I've seen there.
I've seen Sum 41, The Offspring,
Yeah.
like which both of those made me so happy.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, some
I went to the Book of Mormon.
Yes, I took it to Book of Mormon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you treat me
So
right, mate.
good.
You treat me right. Makes me so happy.
so
Like,
funny.
fuck
I'm
yeah.
not at all close.
Andrew's like, oh, Liam's going to this concert tonight.
Yeah. Anyone want tickets?
me just
Nah,
stand
no,
by
I'm
my
good.
phone.
I'm good. Yeah. And I'm like, ooh.
You just put the date in the calendar.
I fucking shoot.
Be available.
He's just showering.
Yeah. I'm like, do, freshening up for no reason.
Ready to go.
He's got the go bag by the door.
But yeah, that's the best. Dude, I still can't remember the name of that band. Like, I was like,
so
the
actually
other
Kermit would know. Kermit would know. Who's the Australian band that was like similar to my old band?
They-
latest album, My Darkest Days. Not
Probably.
Parkway.
Not Parkway.
No. They were played with a Day to Remember, but they were the headliners, and they shouldn't have been. And it was a couple of years ago.
You would know exactly. Who it is. I'll let it
And I
come to you.
can't fucking remember the name of them. All I know is I stopped
I mean,
listening
Parkway played
once I
with
saw
the
them
Day to
live.
Remember a couple of years ago.
They did, yeah.
It was probably before that then.
Shit.
It's like 5 years. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It's been a few days.
I was probably at that gig.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
been a few days and I could have looked this up and I still haven't.
Yeah, I still can't remember.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But yeah, anyway, carry on.
Jamie, Jamie, you are a prolific go-to-show guy. You,
I don't know. I think you've outquoted me, though, in the past couple of years. Since
I
COVID.
can-
No, not
Like Fried
COVID.
Queen, nah.
the other one. The
Starts with A, maybe.
Oh, actually, G will
Amity
actually know.
Affliction?
G will actually. Oh, that's it.
It was the Amity Affliction.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
yeah, it just wasn't.
I got you, boys.
I don't know. I listened to them for like 6 months to a year, being like, hey, this is pretty cool. Like way after they already existed.
Yep.
Because that's how I roll.
Mrs. Kermit's entire wardrobe is Amity merch.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want her to listen to this now, but like
Andrew was soured by their performance because they did particularly poorly.
I haven't really listened to them since seeing them live.
I saw them with Architects and Ghost Inside.
Yes.
And that was a fucking stacked lineup, and it was at the Palace before it got torn down.
Okay, cool.
And it was fucking awesome, to be honest. Although Ghost Inside and Architects were better than Amity.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
No one's better than Ghost Inside, baby.
Fucking don't know.
But yeah, basically a day to remember. I was like, hey, these guys are pretty cool. Maybe I'll listen to them now.
No apology needed.
Yeah.
Jamie, who is your band or artist that you want to see that you haven't seen?
That I haven't seen? Chris Stapleton. Not because I'm staring at the pop vinyl.
Right.
But because he's fucking
Other
awesome.
reasons.
Explain to me who that is.
Country music, but like, I don't know, more of like a bluesy kind of ballady vibe, not your twangy, I got a truck and a John Deere tractor situation.
I got a
feel like I
truck.
saw him at Denny one year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's-
Damn, Kermit.
Are
I
you
did,
sure
I
it was
did a
him?
whole lot of Denny Ute musters
Yeah.
when I was in my younger days.
Yep.
When you were mustering
That was
utes.
part of your car journey.
It was
Did you ever
part
have a
of
ute?
me being a degenerate redneck.
Oh,
but-
that's fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what he meant.
yeah. I've still got the Ute.
Your ute period. Oh, no, you do still have the ute. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
But yes, phenomenal performer from what I've seen of clips and by all reports. So I would very much like to see him live.
Yeah, Bundy Fest, Chief Beef.
Mine is...
Nah, Bundy Fest is Gympie. I went to the Gympie mustering South Queensland near the Sunshine Coast, and that's fucking Bundy Fest. Like, it is dry as a bones and a Kubras as far as the eye can see, and there is a lot of angry fucking rednecks that
What is
get into
Bundy
fights.
Fest? All I'm thinking is like it's an unmitigated UFC. Like open UFC.
It pretty much is. There's a reason they call Bundy fighting juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, well, I was in Bundy country because it was Queensland. Bundaberg rum.
Yep.
They fucking love it.
Yep. The only time I've been like physically assaulted,
Yep.
like out of the blue.
Due to Bundy.
Well, it was at Denny, but
We can only assume. Yeah. It
Oh,
was due to
shit.
Bundy.
Bundy.
somebody
based
wanted
events.
to fuck with my car. I told them to fuck off, and they took a swing.
Yeah.
Yikes.
My favorite band that I haven't seen. Now, I haven't seen Blink, but I do have tickets.
You do have tickets?
So I'm taking them off the table.
You haven't seen him on any of the other tours?
I haven't seen them on tour. I also, on that list, had Coldplay, much to G's chagrin.
Love Coldplay.
But
I'm gonna say
they have now announced a tour, and I'm getting tickets, so that'll be next year. But my number one band that I want to see that I haven't seen live is Rage Against the Machine, and I want to see
That'd be
them
pretty rad.
before they stop playing music.
That'd be
I
great.
have to.
Rage Against would be pretty rad.
I saw, what is it? Prophets of Rage. So it's like, it's most of Rage Against the Machine.
Yep.
With Flavor Flav.
Oh,
really?
interesting.
Yep.
Holy shit! I don't know this. I
So
should, look this up.
they did
Shout out Electrified. How you doing, man?
Turner Electrified is Who Came Shooting.
Oh, no shit. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your boy, I was like, why does that look familiar? Yeah.
Yeah. The Bass, how low can you go? Death Row, wanna brother know once again back is the incredible rhyme animal. Public Enemy #1.
There
So
we
it's
go. Yeah.
sorry,
Public
it's not
Enemy.
Flavor Flav, it's Public Enemy and Rage Against the Machine.
That makes a bit more
Oh,
sense.
cool.
Yeah, okay.
That's cool.
I'm on board. Yeah.
yeah, so they
That's-
performed
yeah.
at Download a couple of years ago because
Okay.
I do a lot of festivals.
Yeah. Festivals, it's the best way to see a lot of bands on a budget.
That's it.
Yeah, true.
Dude, we got a lot of Bundy fans in there. 30 Seconds to Mars. Have you guys seen that cult thing?
Yes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Dude, that shit is wild. If anyone hasn't seen this, please Google this in your own time. Effectively,
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto, yeah, he has a thing that you can buy, like an experience that you buy, and he effectively dresses and looks like Jesus,
Yeah.
and runs like a cult for like a month on an island. What? It's fucking weird,
Okay.
man. They all he stands in front of them, and then they're all kneeling down in front of him. It's super fucking weird.
Yep.
So
Cult.
he's the next Far Cry villain.
So,
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Imagine that. That'd be great.
it's Morbin time. He'd actually make a good Far Cry villain.
I don't mind 30 Seconds to Mars on recordings, but I've heard very poor things about them live.
Oh, I like 30 Seconds to Mars. Yeah, I reckon their songs are good.
Yeah, but just apparently they're not great live. I
No,
don't know.
they weren't bad.
They weren't bad. Okay.
Oh, dude. I'm getting distracted by Twitch chat.
Yeah, dude, all I can remember about 30 Seconds to Mars is when when you were like, you might like them. I'm like, Jared Leto's, I'm like, Jared, like that actor?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Andrew didn't know. Andrew hadn't looked into.
I had no fucking idea what you were talking about. I was like, yeah, no, I remember those songs, I guess, on the radio, but like, I didn't know who they were.
And I was like, it's Jared Leto. And he's like, no, it's not.
I assure you it is.
I was like, no, he's an actor, right? Like, it was pretty funny. It was a whole car ride where Liam's mind exploded and he's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
amazing.
it was good.
All right. And now, follow-up question. What is the most memorable live show experience you've been to? I can go first if you guys want time to
Yeah,
think.
please.
Yep. Okay. My most memorable moment was when I went to Big Day Out. I think it was the first Big Day Out, so I was quite young. Recollection-wise, I would have been year 7, year 8 maybe.
Damn.
Quite young.
Yep.
I went with my sister, who promptly left me to hang out with her friends, which I was fine with.
Best way to do festivals.
I just needed her to get me in with the permission from my parents. So once we got in there, we separated, and I saw Alien Ant Farm. That was rad. I saw a lot of bands that were really cool. But my most memorable moment of that show was when I was waiting for another band, and before them, The Prodigy played. And I was like, and I love The Prodigy as well. So I was like pretty far up the front. But as a small youngster, I was almost crushed to death. Yeah. and I effectively just had to like plant my hands on the shoulders of the men around me and like lift myself up so that I could like get over the crowd and
you
out.
just dolphin out.
Yeah.
That also, I lost my shoe, which someone threw forward. God bless whoever did that. And now, every time I go to a show and I'm in the pit, I wear high top cons.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
High tops
very
are
good call.
a necessity.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Were those gaming? Saw Baby Metal about 2 months ago. Brad Cox last Thursday, and Thursday going to see Maneskin.
Baby Metal were good.
They have the same music taste as I
that's
do,
pretty
which is
sick.
everything.
Dude, I've seen like clips of Baby Metal and
They look like they put on a fucking
I
show.
need to see them live. Yeah.
I saw them at, it was a download or it was a Good Things.
Wasn't
one of the
there-
two.
Well, didn't they play at Knotfest? I might be wrong.
No, they
Nah,
didn't play Knotfest.
Okay. Good things? Is that the
Yeah,
other one?
so it was the first Good Things, I think.
Okay,
and they
yeah.
were like right on at the start.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
like saw them as they started.
I'd only
But-
recently discovered them, and
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of them before then. Yeah.
But yeah, then I saw them at this show that Wertho was at.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
How you doing, Wertho? Been a while.
And, all right. Anyone else got a memorable moment for me from a live show that they've been to?
Yeah, I do.
Yep. Go on.
Yeah. First live show that I ever went to, Lincoln Park, which was awesome. It was the one that Chester jumped / fell off the stage and broke his arm on.
A prolific
great.
memory.
It was pretty sick.
For all alternative Australians.
Yeah, it was good fun. He kept going for a bit like a fucking trooper, and then they took a brief break where he sought medical attention.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, maybe 15-20 minutes later, they're like, he's gonna keep going, and we were like, woo! And yeah, it was mad.
I love that. Yeah.
It was sick.
Similar to your story.
Yep.
Like most memorable was a Big Day Out.
Yep.
And it was Slipknot, System of a Down,
Yeah.
maybe Tool. Well, it was Tool was either that year or the year after, but it was 2003 or 05.
Yep.
And 38-degree day in the Slipknot pit. Like they just turned the hoses on the crowd.
Yes.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
It was just one of those shows that you see them feature on the
Yeah,
music
dude, Big
videos.
Day Outs were always when it was way too hot to
Yeah.
have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hot as fuck day out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was. Like, as I said, I was a 2000s goth kid, so
Yeah.
my makeup was running. I had like
Yes.
the eyeliner on.
Yes.
Wearing way too much black and
Yeah.
like long.
Like somehow the
Yeah.
makeup running like organically is more goth.
Oh, fuck you, Laura.
Laura said, yeah, fuck yeah.
Same gig. Fucking A.
So funny.
All right, then let's move on to the last page here because we have a run.
Ooh, the last page. Wow.
All right, what are we doing for time, Jamie? How long have we been going for?
About 45.
Yeah, I got some show and tell. Let's do it.
Great.
I'm going to drag my volume down. There we go.
Get ready.
All right, so what I'm going to do now is I just want to share with you guys some things that I've been sent or like some shit that I found on TikTok because I think it's funny. So the first one is, so I've recently come across this streamer called Queso. He's becoming like really, really popular, mainly because he's kind of fat, and his chat make fun of him, and he's got a good he's got a good personality about it. Like he's
good natured.
He thinks it's funny. So I want to tell you some of the names they've been calling him. And what happens is he'll be like playing on PlayStation, he'll be streaming, and like he must have leaked like his gamer name or whatever. And so people, you can see on his screen, people are messaging him during the game that he's playing, and it's just names they're calling him. So, and they're just like fucking dumb names. But all right, I'm gonna read a few of them now because I think they're funny. 2 packs of lunch. So Draymond no greens. Biggie never small.
Oof.
Jordan, I can't fit in the pool. That's a basketball joke. Very funny, I might add.
Yes.
Scrooge McDouble quarter pounder. Like some of them aren't even like some of them aren't even
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Boat face.
Taylor Swiftly grabbed a bag of chips.
Wow.
Michael Snackson. Kyrie serving.
Oof.
John, never seen a larger man than you.
Wow. Oh, some of them just hurtful.
Dwayne the Galaxy Johnson. Danny DeCito.
I like that one.
The Incredible Bulk.
Jesus Christ.
These are bangers, man.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Cheese Austin. Huge Jackson.
Fucking hell.
Dude, this last one's too good. Jean-Claude Van Damme, this guy's humongous.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta like, they're just like, he's just playing and it just comes up. It's just like pops up as a message at the top right. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. Little notifications.
So funny, man. Oh, holy shit. The other thing I've started getting in my algo is when people have had awkward interactions with service staff. Or people who are service staff who have done something really awkward, like the social interaction is super fucking weird, and I want to read a couple of them because I think they're funny. But like, if you guys have something to contribute to this, like, you know, and something's happened to you and you remember it, please tell me. Okay?
So this is kind of like calling your teacher mum level stuff.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, right.
One time the ice cream on our cake fell on the waiter and the waiter apologized and we told him it was fine and he bowed and said, "Thank you for your mercy."
What?
Oh, dude. Oh, man. I worked as a cashier and when I was ringing up a box of ultra-absorbent tampons, the customer turned to her mum and said, "The regular ones fall out."
Wow. Okay.
It reminds me of when we were at the... Dude, you seen that meme and it's like the dude's in front of all the tampons and the pads and he's calling his partner and he's like, "What size pussy do you wear?" Oh, dude. Okay, here's another one. I was at the restaurant and the waiter asked how the food was. I held my hand up to let him know that I was chewing, but he gave me a high five and left.
Yep.
Me and my friend went to the Apple store and she told the guy her phone was broken and he said, "Womp womp." Oh, dude. I actually went to the Apple store with G because his phone wasn't charging. And the dude
Is that what they said?
No, he literally just dug out a fucking lint
Yeah.
fucking pile from his charger.
Surprise.
From his charging point.
Yep. Every now and then you just got to like dig the toothpick in.
Blue
Someone-
Foxes in the US court said, "Womp womp."
Womp womp.
Dude, that is wild.
That's crazy. What was the context? Like,
Oh, there is a chick on TikTok who reads out court transcripts.
Oh,
And it is
Damn.
fucking hilarious.
Ooh, yeah.
We got to get them.
Dude, I got selected for jury duty, and I didn't end up on the jury.
Yep.
But I remember sitting down, and they tell you about like the crime, and they have the guy there. And like me and Matt were laughing about this because we did exactly the same thing. Matt Combs from chat. But like I looked at the dude and I was like,
the Matt Combs?
The Matt Combs.
The Matt Combs. 2 T's, 2 M's.
Yeah. Dude, I looked at this dude for 1 second and I was just like, guilty. that case could have ran for 6 months and my immediate notion would not have changed.
Yep.
Yeah, that whole book cover thing.
Yeah, dude, it was like that. I don't know, like with what they told me about it. I don't want to say it because it's like really gross. But they say what it is and they say what the charges are, and then you look at him, and I was just like guilty.
So
that's fair.
Story for another podcast. If I
no, this is good. Go ahead.
No.
No,
Story for this
it's-
podcast.
Yep.
Okay,
Come on,
so during my largely misspent youth and
Ooh.
early
Go
adulthood, I ended up in court
Yep.
for a traffic offence.
That's on brand.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Like,
Checks out.
yeah, surprise.
Yeah.
Only reason I have ever been in trouble with the law is because of a heavy right foot.
Yep.
The funniest interactions of my life have happened in a courtroom with people trying to get their license back.
Yeah.
If you have just a
Traffic
day
court.
off,
Yeah.
go and figure out what day traffic court is on and go sit in it. Because you'll be sitting there and a guy's like, all right, Mr. Smith, please step. It's time to hear your case. All right, Mr. Smith, you're here for drink driving, and you've been suspended for 12 months. You're here to get your license back. Have you been abiding by the rules implemented to you? Yes, I have, Your Honor. Excellent. That's really great to hear. You've cut back on your drinking. Yes, I have, Your Honor. Yep. Great. This is all going wonderfully. Does the prosecution have anything to say?
Oh, shit.
Yes, we do, Your Honor. Mr. Smith, on the 19th of March, were you pulled over in Arden Street, North Melbourne? Yes. At the time, was your license suspended? Yes. At this time, were you subjected to a preliminary breath test? Yes. Do you recall what you blew on that breath test? I don't. I'm sorry. Could the court show that the recorded breath test was 0.103?
Oh my God. Yeah.
And you just see these people just going, fuck.
Yeah.
It is a day of that.
Yep.
Amazing. Amazing.
Just fantastic. I had to leave the courtroom at one point because I was afraid I was
Just
going to
laughing.
wet myself.
Yeah.
Or get kicked out.
Yeah.
Because I'm silently shaking with laughter.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm meant to be real somber here. I'm trying to get my license back.
Yeah.
Not for... Never drank drove.
Yeah.
Nice.
Out of all of my offences, I had a lot at one point in my life because I had a really good exhaust system and it sounded really, really good with my foot buried through the floor.
Yeah.
So I did that a lot.
Yeah.
Tiny little side note. If you look behind me when I'm in my office streaming, behind me there's a framed photo
Yep.
of the green car of me barefoot without shoes on speaking to the police officer that's pulled me over. Next to the framed fine of me having lost my license.
Yep. Yeah.
Nice.
So just so happened
Great
that,
gift from the boys.
Just a reminder of where you came from. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody happened to be on the other side of the road and was just like,
That's good.
we're framing this.
Mint.
I would do that.
That's
Yeah.
so good.
I like that.
Have you guys ever gotten out of a fine before?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah? How'd you do it? Or what was the scenario?
I feel like I'm hijacking.
No,
at the
this is
moment.
good. Yeah.
Go on. I got something after this. but
Dude,
go on.
I'm telling you, chat wants to hear someone blunt me for a second. Yeah.
You're doing everyone a favor.
It was purely administrative error where the cop just put down the wrong time that I was
Right.
intercepted.
Yep.
And I had phone records showing that I was 2 hours from the point where they said they pulled me over at the time they said they pulled me
Nice.
over.
Yeah.
So you're just
Ooh, that's
you're like, I was somewhere else entirely,
like
even
got out
though
of it.
that was in fact me.
Yeah.
Dead set.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah, cool.
it was just like, sorry, but the information's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, here's my phone record. This is the cell tower that I was being picked up at because
Yep.
I was in Hotham. Or Buller, one of them. I was
Yep.
snowboarding.
Yep.
And they picked me up on the way back, but they stuffed up the time. They put it in 12-hour time instead of 24 or something.
Yeah.
And they converted it wrong.
Yep.
So I was like, no, at
Nice.
the time you said that I was pulled over on the way home,
Yep.
I was at the top of Mount Hotham calling my mate to figure out where the hell they were.
Yep. No shit. No,
Sweet.
fuck yeah.
I got done underage driving. At the time, technically it was my first car, I should say, not the Sleeker, but I didn't end up driving this car licensed.
No, did you write it off before?
No.
No.
We just ended up selling it because I just didn't like it. But
Yep.
it was like an old
Checks out.
BMW. Yeah, I know, right? Just with my track record. But it got gifted to me by my grandpa at the time.
Yep.
And we had it down at the caravan park.
Yeah.
My
Yep.
mum went home and I was still at the caravan park with a few friends.
Yep.
I was the youngest. My other mates were 18, but they had been drinking. So I did the responsible thing and I drove as a 16-year-old. So we went to drive down to the Dramana Pier and the cops pulled us over. No, sorry. I parked when we saw a cop car.
Yep.
I couldn't get my window up because this car was so shitty that the electrics had busted. So I was like desperately trying to get the window up so I could ditch the car.
Yep.
And then as that happened, the cops pulled up and he's like, hello. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Anyway, what happened was
Hello.
he was like, went back to his car to go get the shit to write me up for underage driving.
You're like,
And then on the radio, an emergency came up and he's like, get an adult to come and pick up the car. And
Just legged it.
Don't do that again. And just legged it. and I was like,
man.
I was literally just like to my mate, what the fuck just happened?
Classic
So what we
movie
did
luck.
was,
Yeah.
we then got back in the car and I drove it back to the caravan park.
Which way did the cop go? Let's go the other way.
And then a second one, which you'll appreciate because you always laugh at the fact that I have my GPS even if I'm going a minute down the road.
Yes, he
But
does.
it actually helped me in this case.
Yep.
I was driving somewhere, I can't remember now, and I'd never been to that area before, admittedly.
Yep.
I had my GPS on. And it was like a change of speed from like 80 to 60.
Yeah.
And I went 80 through there. Cop cars like tailed me for a little bit, then pulled me over.
Yeah.
And they're like, do you realize what you're doing back there? And I'm like, I legitimately have zero idea.
No idea.
Like, wasn't it
Yeah.
80? And they're like, no, it's a 60 zone. And I was like, oh, well, I don't even know like this area. I've got my GPS going. She's like, oh, okay. Look, we'll let you off. And
Nice.
just
Nice.
let me go on my way.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, lovely.
Similar to Foxy, I actually got pulled over for using my phone while driving, but I definitely was using it. So this was this was at a point before every car had a fucking screen in it.
Yep.
And but at a point where smartphones were in, so it was like that sort of like segue between the two things existing. And I was legitimately had the phone up to my ear, and I was sitting like this. And in Australia, you on the right hand side of the car. And the police pulled up on my right hand side, and I
Did
was
you
on
do
the
the
phone.
old pretend to lean on your
No,
hand?
I didn't. So I was talking. I turn and look at them. Both of them turn and look at me, and then I was just like on the phone, and I was like, "Look, I'm gonna end this conversation because I was at the lights, and I was like, cops are looking at me, so I'm just gonna hang up now, and I'll see you later." So I hang up the phone, like all in like really casual, like normal timing, put the phone down, and then they wait for me to pull away and they pull me over. And the guy comes up to my window and he's like, "So you're on the phone?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was." And he's like, "Why didn't you put the phone down?" And I was like, and I was like, "Well, I know you're not an idiot. You would have been able to see if I was like trying to hide that I had my phone." And he was like, "Yeah, okay. Don't do it again." And I think being honest
Yeah,
with him,
that's
actually,
brilliant.
and he
100%.
let me off.
You
Yeah,
passed the dickhead test.
I think that's
Yeah.
what he was doing. Yeah,
I passed the dickhead test once and it let me keep my car.
Yeah.
Yep. I was not the Tirana. I had another 77 Holden.
Yep.
Like the mini Tirana.
Yeah.
So I was driving this Gemini way too fucking
Gemini.
quick.
Yeah.
There was a woman, ran a red, nearly ran into it. I was an idiot.
Yep.
Put my foot into it. I'm just like, oh, you fucking moron.
Yep.
Sped off down the road, come around the corner. I'm like, there's normally a speed.
Yeah.
As I'm looking down the barrel of the radar.
Yeah.
Put the indicator on, pulled over before they'd turned their lights on.
Yeah.
They're like, why'd you pull over? I'm like, because I'm
me.
not a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I know you saw me.
Yeah.
You know you saw me.
Yeah.
Let's not fucking beat around the bush.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's remarkably honest of you.
Yeah.
Let's just, and they legitimately knocked like 8K or something off the speed that I was doing.
Yeah.
Which took it from hoon driving
to
just
like
a 6
regular
month
ass
instant
speeding.
loss of license.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, nice.
No, that's good.
That's just wild.
I haven't really. I don't know. I think my fines might. I haven't avoided one, but like maybe every 3 to 5 years I'll get like a speeding fine for like nothing over. But like, I don't know. Anyway, like just being polite in general.
Yes.
Generally lessens the effect.
Oh yeah.
Like I've had fines that were like knocked back a little bit, and I'm like, oh, thanks. Like I appreciate that. Or
Cheers for that,
I got pulled over once. Because my car's clearly not roadworthy. But and like but it's because I had like a big spare tire on the back, and they were like, oh, it's like the angle, like the tires can't come out wider than the car, and like you're blocking, like the angle of that tire on the back stops it cameras from seeing the number plate. And I was like, oh, okay, I see your issues with this. Like,
Yeah.
fair enough. I wasn't aware, but fair enough. And I was just really polite about it. And he's like, oh, you want me to show you? I'm like, yeah, please do. Like, let me around the car. He's like, that. I'm like, all right, thanks. And then they canaried me, didn't put the sticker on, and didn't fine me anything. They were just like, just go get a roadworthy. And I was like,
Yeah, just go
cheers,
get it
boss.
fixed.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
that sounds better than what I could have been. Thank you. Yeah, that's about it. Like,
I remember
awesome.
when you first get your car, getting a canary is like the prime like thing you're worried about, because none of us could afford.
There's no
like,
way you can
good
fix it.
cars. Yeah. And getting a canary is just like,
GG.
And if you pull it off, that's a bit. A canary is like for US people, it's when like you have a some sort of unroadworthy item on your car that you need to get fixed. It's always a specific
So
item.
they slap a yellow sticker,
bright yellow
to the
sticker,
front of
fluoro
the car,
yellow,
Yeah.
and that's where it got the canary.
The canary,
canary
yeah.
yellow.
Says
Yeah.
defective vehicle in big
Yes,
writing.
That's the
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
But
yeah.
he gave me 2 weeks, didn't put a sticker on. He's like, just get that roadworthy
Yeah.
and head down to Vic Roads. And I was like, yes, sir.
What a mad dog.
And then I went to my mechanic friend. I was like, bro, help. We got to fix a lot of shit in 2 weeks.
I feel like cops are like every workplace. You really just like, it's luck of the draw as to whether or not you get a good one.
100%. There are some
100%.
real pieces of shit, but if you're polite, it's going to be better.
Yeah.
And there's some
real
nice ones
pieces
who
of shit.
appreciate you being polite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
100%.
look, if you start out with a shit attitude,
Oh,
it's,
you're
you're done.
it's not
You're
going to
dicked.
improve your
No.
interaction.
Yeah.
No.
No.
My upbringing is Bizarro World Liam.
Yeah. The opposite. Yeah.
The opposite. I had
Yeah.
2 cops as parents.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Yeah.
So it is legitimately, Bizarro Liam.
Yeah.
Like, so there were so many times that they'd come home and just go, this fuckhead,
Yeah.
failed the attitude test bad.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
totally fair.
That would
because-
totally be a thing as well.
100%.
Yeah.
I get that. Like you said, any workplace, right? If someone acts like a dickhead to you immediately at any workplace, you're like, well, I'm not helping you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
100%.
going to go poorly.
That's right. We were
hero.
talking about
Do you have
like
any
that
of
with my
those
clients
at,
now.
Do you have any of those at the back? No, I'm really sorry. We don't.
No.
You didn't go and look. All right, fine. Enjoy waiting while I go and look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come back.
Yeah.
They're still not out there.
Yeah. As I told you. Yeah.
Yeah, you fuckhead.
All right, Liam, what do you got to finish us up with?
Finish up. Okay, all right. I've got 2 videos I want to show you. One is one that I found, and they're just AI videos. I got sent a video of Homer singing Break Stuff because we were talking about Limp Bizkit a lot last time.
Yep.
So I've got an AI of Homer singing Break Stuff. Let me get that on.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked. Everybody sucks. You don't really know why.
Yeah, it is. It always is.
Someone's head off. No human contact. And if you went to rock, you're like it's on contract. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit.
seeing them in 2
Classic.
weeks.
Yeah, they are
The
playing
Simpsons
soon.
play?
Yeah. Homer's coming.
Damn.
Did you guys see the country bumpkin getup they came out in recently.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I did. Amazing.
Yeah, this creature of his West Borland. And
Dude.
this is break stuff.
So this one is Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not going to say the song. I'll just play it and you guys can hear it. But someone's like basically put Arnold Schwarzenegger's on her body, face on her body, and the AI has been generated for him to sing it. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit that one for you.
Oh, with a dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, with a dance with somebody.
I could see 90s Arnie doing this in a movie like True Lies.
Amazing. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
True Lies vibe.
Well, I've been told that apparently he's got a like a doco out, and it's like 3 parts, and it's like his bodybuilding career, his movie career, and his politics career, and apparently it's very interesting and very cool.
Never change, Liam.
I was expecting Arnie singing Somebody Once Told Me.
Yeah, I'm sure it's out there.
Yeah. Next
Linky
time.
sent me that one. If anyone out there finds anything that you find is particularly funny, audio-wise, I always look for, so please send it to me. AI-generated stuff, send it to me or the Misc accounts, and I'll catch it. But otherwise, yeah, go ahead. And yeah, I think we can cap off now, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, do you want to hit us up with the social stuff, and I'll go over to the computer?
Yeah, do that. Oh, actually, and I'm going to give a quick pop to this book because he's going to be a guest of ours coming up.
Little pluggy plug.
Liam heads on over to close us up. So I've got a book here from a good mate of mine, SK Putt. It's called The Kinslayer. It's a Norse mythology-based book. Here you go. Liam's going to put it right up to the camera so you guys can't miss it. We're going to get him on, I think, in if not next episode, a couple episodes' time. Really selling it, sexing it up. But yeah, so I think it's really cool. A good high school mate of mine wrote a fucking book.
I will be buying a copy of that
Okay.
because that is exactly what Mrs. Kermit reads. So
Yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah, it was awesome. But socials, miscellaneous on all the socials. Please hit us up. Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. There is a Facebook, but meh. But Instagram, Twitch, YouTube predominantly, and then obviously your Spotify, your Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcast, Google Podcast, everything. Anywhere you can
Christ,
podcast,
man.
we are on it all. It's easy. You just push one button. I don't need to push a button.
Yeah,
I
just follow
upload
the
it.
link tree.
Yeah, do that. Link tree.
Yeah, Facebook's for boomers.
Yes, there you go. Liam said it. Boomers. All right, boys. Peace out. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, hi-oh.
hey, nice work.
A follow.
MVP Ox.
Yeah, boy.
Guys.
Laters.
Bye.
Okay, babe. What do you look? Scoop trans.
Reggie, where's my estrogen?
Run.
CBT. Cock and ball torture. From Wikipedia. The free encyclopedia at en.wikipedia.org.
And remember that every morning that I wake up, I woke up that fucking day. Just remember that. What is you yapping about, dude? What?
Watch me.
brain is in puzzle land at the moment. We're going ham on these Talos principles. Multiple of them, because this is the second one. This game is extremely good. I don't know if you've been playing it or not, but I'm loving it. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. What are we up to today? What are you guys playing? What are you guys doing? It's a pleasure to see you here. My name's Tourism. I build a lot of crazy controllers and stuff. It's a lot of fun. And I sometimes get distracted by very difficult puzzles. And it's pretty great. So if I move this at all, it's gonna break. I need to get this out. Because if I try to connect these two, the beams are gonna cross. It won't work. Oh, yeah, no matter how I do it. Just chatting today, wanted to expose our friends to you. Oh, that's awesome, I appreciate that very much. Yeah, normally I like to build really crazy controls. I've been pretty distracted by Talos Principles since this came out a few weeks ago. It's an extremely good puzzle game if you're into that kind of thing. So we've been playing...